Alright, y'all, I just woke up. We're on the charts with a group right now. Not sure if we're going to take any trades. We have no news today, so I'll update you guys how trades end up going if we do take anything. But as you can see, we're live. Just because we're on vacation doesn't mean we're not going to trade. We still got to end up doing this. Even though I'm not taking that many calls this week since I will be gone, I'm still live trading with you guys. I'm going to do some trading. I'll let you guys know how it goes. And then after that, we're going to get ready, and we're going to be skiing earlier today. So I'll update you guys once we're done with trading. And then after that, we're going to end up leaving. I'll let you guys know what ends up happening next. Wrapped up trading. Today's Wednesday. Market was mid today. Nothing to take. So that just means that we're getting an early start on the day with skiing and snowboarding. I got to get dressed. Once I get dressed, we're going to leave. Pretty sure everybody's waiting on me. And then I'll be back in a second. All right, guys. Aval's putting his bib on right now. I'm thinking about, should I change the topper now?
I think you should. Really? To your hoodie, like to go over your head.
At Gangalanch, we are pulling up to First Chair Coffee Shop. If you guys have ever been here before, I don't know. We're in North Carolina right now. First Chair Coffee Shop, 10 out of 10. The white chocolate mocha's gas. The blueberry bagels gas. All right, guys, we already ordered. Now we played a waiting game. We just received the bustables. We got the white chocolate mocha right here. 1 through 10, real quick. That's bussin'. It is hot though. We got blueberry bagel. I snuck a couple honey packs. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Now that's bussin'. We also got the strawberry cream cheese. We're gonna bust this together. I'll show y'all in a second. Alright, y'all, we're leaving this bustable place. We're coming back tomorrow. This place is busting on another level. We're getting in the car. Still gonna sip this coffee. Alright, y'all. So we just pulled up. Coffee's still busting. It's a little hard to hold the camera and like maneuver everything with these flat-out gloves on, but we're making it work. We got the music playing. You know, we're locked in, and then we're gonna go shred some slopes on this snowboarding tin. Alright, y'all. Pulled up to the slopes and whatnot. You guys can see a little bit. We're locking in for snowboarding shreds. Currently on the lift right now. We're going like, what is this? Like the second or third highest one? It's like probably like a 3-minute lift. It's not that bad. I'm gonna record this run. I can probably do like a POV actually. I don't even have to like, we're gonna be going on this one. I got rid of the fisheye because it falls off pretty easily, so we don't have the fisheye on right now, but it still looks good. Like the frame's fine and everything. I'm gonna record when we get up there. I'm putting it away for now though. Here we go. I got the music playing and everything. Got some music going. Got the Steve's phones in right now. I always try to watch out for the skiers, bro. I got PTSD. One time I got hit so hard by a skier. It hurt so bad, bro. Damn near a concussion. Oh, he just wiped out. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. Jill's mad close. Oh, look at Jill. Slowing mad quick. Oh, Liz just fell. Gotta go around this dude. Liz fell. Hunter learned his lesson. Last time Liz fell, Hunter didn't even stop for her. Jill fell. Aval's just cutting up here, bro. I'm the best snowboarder ever, y'all, I swear. She's fine, I think. Just in here stopping. We're gonna wait for Liz. All right, it's a solo mission, y'all. Hold on, I want to flip the camera around. Let's see if I can do it like this. All right, we go like this. I'm gonna do some of this action. Down the mountain. We're gonna go get some food now. These phones are working good though, bro. I love these. That was actually a really good run. I'm glad we got on camera. I'm gonna go get food now. I'm low-key mad hungry. All right, y'all. So I'm about to go eat, and then I think I'm probably gonna do like a couple more runs, like some nice king action. But we're gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys when we get back to the cabin. I think we might go in the hot tub. I might do a little Q&A. I'm gonna post on Instagram, do a little Q&A in the hot tub or something. But yeah, so we're gonna do that. I'll catch back with you guys after I get back from snowboarding. A couple more runs. Nothing much going on, but yeah, that's pretty much what we got going on for the rest of the day. Nothing much. Honestly, you guys had a couple runs in there. I did a POV and when I was getting recorded, so that should be enough. All right, I'll catch up with you guys in a second. Fast forward a couple hours, we're back home. I'm currently waiting for the Instagram. We put a post up on Instagram for the Q&A, so waiting for more replies on that. And then once we get that done, we're gonna record that one here. I'm about to eat dinner. I got chicken for the cheesesteak, so we're gonna eat that. And then after that, I'm gonna do the replies to your guys' questions. So I'm gonna pop them up on the screen and I'll answer them. And that way, anybody who seen me on Instagram, your guys' question will be answered. So I'm gonna pick out a few, probably like 10-ish minutes of questions. So depending on how long it takes to answer each one, that's what I'll end up doing. So see you guys in a little bit. We get those questions loaded up a little bit more, and then I'll update you guys when we start recording again. It's currently the next day. I didn't really have time to record the Q&A yesterday, but we're going to be doing that right now. It's the Duz's birthday. Say happy birthday to Duz. This is the original AVAL if you guys don't know. All right, I'm going to record this Q&A. Where should I record this? Guys, this portion of the video is going to be the Q&A. So I have questions that I screenshotted from you guys yesterday. I posted on my Instagram story for a Q&A. So the first couple questions I'm going to get into, we have about maybe a little bit over 10. First one says, how long did it take you to pass your first funded? How many accounts did you blow? To pass my first funded, my first time ever buying an account, I actually got super lucky. I full ported it. I ended up passing it, but for actually working hard to get passed on a funded, obviously that account ended up blowing, but a hard-working funded that I genuinely followed all my rules. I didn't take any like random trades. I was sticking to my strategy. I wasn't over trading, over risking. Like I passed the account the proper way. It took like around 2 years, and that's just because when I started, guys, like there wasn't a lot of the information that there is out there now. I started when I was 15, TGR boot camp. All these mentors out there, like none of that existed. There was no boot camp. Honestly, like boot camps were rare. It took me so long because number one, I didn't have a mentor until about a year and a half in, but then also I just didn't know what I was doing. I was completely lost. 15 years old, I literally had no clue. All I knew is that I wanted to learn how to trade. So it took me about 2.5 years to get my first funded account, and I probably blew, I don't even know, bro, like probably over 20 for sure. No, definitely over, like probably over 50 to be honest, bro. Next question, what was your defining moment in trading? When did you realize you could do legit? My first payout ever. I got paid out. It was a little bit less than $3,000, and that is kind of like when I realized I could do it legit, because I was working a job, and for me to get paid that money, I would have to work like over like 3-4 months to get paid that much money. Honestly, even more than that, like maybe 5 months to get paid that much money. And it's like, it doesn't really make sense for me to stay somewhere, and I'm like learning how quickly trading can like scale for you. If you learn the skill of trading, there is no limit to the amount of money you can make. So when I realized I could do it legit, that was when I got my first payout, because I was like, bro, I just got paid out $3,000. For me to work that on my job, it would take me months. What am I doing? Like, that's when I realized, like, okay, this has to work. This can work. But my defining moment was after I blew 7 accounts in 1 week. I would like buy an account, I'd blow it the next day, and then that day, even some days, I would buy another account, blow it within that next hour. I did that for a week straight, and then the next week, I was down to literally my last dollar. I think I had like maybe $50 on my name. I bought a I bought a eval, and I ended up being like, okay, I have to pass this, or else this is literally it. Like, I have nothing else. So I stuck to my rules, stuck to my plan. That's when I passed my first funded ever. That was like my defining moment, because I realized all I had to do was stick to my rules and use my edge and like use my actual strategy instead of just going out and crashing out on the charts. How early do you think it's possible to start seeing profits? So for me, obviously it took super long. It's like almost embarrassing to say how long it took me to get my first payout or my first funded or whatever, because it really does not have to take that long. I didn't have any mentors or anything like that. I had no clue what I was doing, so that's why it took me so long. But I have people in my Discord. I've had people, I've had a 15-year-old know nothing about ICT, know nothing about the way I trade, literally know nothing, and he ended up getting paid out. He made like $3,000 in a single day, and like he showed me the bank transfer. Like he saw it come into his bank because it was from his mom's phone. So his mom ended up getting $3,000, and so he told me, because he didn't know what to tell his mom, because his mom seen $3,000 come in, and it was basically all through her account. So she was trying to send him the money, whatever. He knew nothing about ICT, and within, I think it was within 3 months of him joining my Discord, within 3 months, a 15-year-old got paid out $3,000. The reason for that is, number one, he's 15 years old. He doesn't have a lot of time like for doing other things. Like, he has the time to be on the chart, to be dedicated to trading, taking in all the education, things like that. So your dedication is a big thing here. So I think you can do it within like a couple months, start seeing profits, but it's depending on each person how much you're willing to put in. That's really all it comes down to. What made you get into this, like realistically speaking? What made me get into trading is I knew I didn't want to work. Like nobody wants to work a job. Nobody wants to work for a living. Who wants to do that? So for me, it was just like knowing I didn't want to work a job. And then I seen like trading, people are making a lot of money, but then also I'm like, bro, I can do this from wherever I want. The biggest thing for me besides the money, it's just freedom for me. I want freedom with my time, with my money, and with my location. I can trade. It's only like 2 hours a day. And I genuinely like trading. So 2 hours a day, that's time freedom for me. If that's all I have to do every weekday, 2 hours, that's cool with me. I can make a lot of money doing it and then have the rest of the day to whatever I want. That is time freedom for me. Location freedom, you can trade from wherever you are. You can go across the country, trade, make money the same way. That's location freedom for me. Now, money freedom also. You are making, once you get profitable, you are making a lot of money from trading. That's financial freedom to me. So those three things are the biggest things, and they're all about freedom. That's what made me want to get into trading. Would you ever compete in MMA? Will we get more MMA content? So yes, this year I turned 18, and I've been asked to do like kickboxing fights before, which I do kickboxing, but I'm not like passionate about kickboxing because I'm a good wrestler. I can strike, I can do all these things, but I'm not passionate about kickboxing, so I don't really want to take a kickboxing fight. I want to do an MMA fight, but the thing is, when you're doing that, going into the amateurs, there's a lot of like things with promotions, like local promotions, you could get screwed over with your matchup because if you don't have a good tie with the promotion, then you can get messed up. But my gym has a good tie with the promotion, so it's very possible we'll be seeing a fight this year. How would you start trading if you started over knowing what you know now? So I would start, first of all, just grinding out all the education you get. I know you guys are going to think I'm just saying this because I am a mentor, but I promise you the first thing I'm doing is finding a mentor. That's the first thing I'm doing. I'm finding a mentor, being in every single one of their calls, doing every single teaching, every single group call, one-on-one call, all of that. I'm doing as much as I possibly can, grinding out all the information I can. After about maybe a month or two of paper trading, I'll go get on an Apex account. They're super cheap. They introduce you to the psychological battle of trading. Even though you're not risking a lot, you still feel that pressure because you did pay for the Apex account. So that's what I would do. Just got my first payout. Should I start copy trading with multiple accounts with the payout money? That is the best way to trade. That is the best way to scale your trading is your first payout. Honestly, you have no reason to not buy more accounts with that first payout because then you can scale. If you make $3,000, like my first payout, $3,000, if you're making that on your first payout, you buy 5 more accounts. On Top Step, 150K, that's $750, and then you pass those account, the activation's another $7. So you're spending $1,500 out of that $3,000. You still keep half of the profits that you got on your first payout, and now your copy trading accounts, now instead of making $500 on the day, you just made $2,500 on the day without risking too much because you're copy trading on multiple accounts. What should I learn before doing your mentorship? So I've taught people from, like I said, A to Z. I teach people of all levels. Typically, the people that see the most progress are the people who've been trading for a little bit but have psychological problems. Those people are the people that are getting payouts super quick and making the most progress because they already have some of their trading down. All it takes is like a couple one-on-one calls with me, and they end up seeing progress like never before because they have somebody to talk to. Anytime I get on a call with one of my students, they're never telling me a problem that they had that I haven't already had. What took you from being unprofitable profitable? So that's a good question. The biggest thing for me is it can be different for everybody. My thing was backtesting. I didn't backtest at all, and so when I started doing that, it just showed like dedication and discipline on the charts. When you are setting aside time to backtest, you're disciplining yourself. You have to stick to your model, or else your statistics are going to be skewed. So you have to trade good while you're backtesting. For every single one of you guys, it's going to be different. It's not going to be backtesting for every single one of you guys. My biggest thing is there's a set amount of things you should be journaling, you should be backtesting, you should be charting, you should be doing all these things. But if you're not doing one of those things, that could be the reason why you're not seeing the progress that you are. I always like to say you have to do what you've never done to get what you've never gotten. So when you're not doing one of those things, that's setting you back and not letting you make the progress that you want to see because you're not doing what you should be doing. And once you do that, you'll get what you want. What are the things you did on the daily to make sure that trading would work out? You have to have a healthy balance between trading. Like I think 8 hours on the charts, even like education, you're gonna like tire yourself out. You're not gonna be, you're gonna have information overload. So the healthy things that you guys should be doing to make sure like trading can work out for you, you have to live like a disciplined lifestyle. You have to have some type of discipline. That's why I do combat sports. You have to be disciplined in combat sports or you're just gonna get messed up in training, right? So you have to be disciplined in combat sports. You also have to eat pretty healthy because if you're not, you're gonna be out of shape. You're gonna get winded super quick. A sport that I love keeps me disciplined. Not only that, but number 2, I love it. So I'm staying disciplined through the sport that I do. I'm eating relatively healthy. You know, there could be a couple days where I go out to eat, you know, maybe not have something too healthy, but you're always going to be disciplined in a combat sport. So that's for me is a big thing. What do you mean by putting God first? So for me, I would always, you know, like I would always put trading before God, and I was so passionate about trading that I completely forgot about, you know, even if I do make it in trading, even if I do make a lot of money, none of that matters if you don't have God, because at the end of the day, guys, like even when I bought my car, like I'm like, yeah, this is cool, but this car really does not matter. The amount of money in my bank account does not matter. Like none of it matters unless you have God, because at the end of the day, bro, it's all going to leave you. Like nothing that you have right now, nothing that you can see with your eyes, you're going to be able to even see or will be there within 100 years. It's not going to matter, guys. So the biggest thing is keeping God close and putting him first always, because if you're not, for me at least, he knew to discipline me with not being able to like let me see profits, because I believe I could have, but I wasn't putting him first. So he was able to hold me from those blessings so I can go to him first, and then to show him, or to show me that all I needed was to ask him so that he can give me. Sometimes, guys, the biggest things is like you could be doing all the right things and not be seeing profits, but then God will allow you to be down in the dumps for a little bit so that when you ask him for something and you get it, you know it was him and it wasn't just you doing it. I was trying to trade by myself for so long. I was putting it before God. I wasn't putting God as a part of my trading journey, and that's the reason why I wasn't seeing any progress. How do you balance your walk with God and making money in a healthy way? So a lot of people I see that they make a lot of money and they let it get to their heads, and I think the reason why I'm not like that is because I know how important God is, and that if I don't have him, nothing else matters, and I know that for a fact. Because guys, I've felt like I've been like down in the dump, like I've been so down bad before. I used to feel this feeling like I would lay down in my bed. I was unprofitable. I didn't have any sense of direction. I would lay down in my bed and I had this big, like, it felt like a big void in my chest, and I didn't know what it was. And I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't talking to any girls. I had no money. I had no passion. Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was completely lost. Like I literally, all I had was myself. Really, that's what it felt like. All I had was myself, and I had this big void in my chest. Every single night I would lay down and I feel this void, and sometimes like I would literally cry myself to sleep, not knowing what to do because I couldn't stop this void. And so when you start feeling that feeling and you know how down bad that feeling is, when I started praying, when I started seeking God more, that completely went away. And so the thing is, for me, I can have money, I can have all these things, but if I lay down another night and I feel that feeling again, none of the money matters. None of it matters. Not the car that I have outside parked in the driveway. That doesn't matter. The money in my bank doesn't matter. What I could buy does not matter. That feeling in my chest that I remember so vividly, that completely erases any materialism like anything in the world that you can imagine you would want. When you feel that feeling, it erases everything. It doesn't matter. Nothing else would matter in that moment when you're feeling that. So I know if I don't have God and I feel that sort of feeling again, it's being unfulfilled is what that feeling is. And when I don't have God, that comes back, and if it does, I don't want to feel that again. And so I know it's very possible to, be happy. I can buy a car and be happy for a week or whatever. And I love my car. Don't get me wrong. I love my car, but I know it doesn't matter if I don't have God, because if I'm parked outside that car, if that car is parked outside my driveway and I'm in bed feeling that feeling again, all of a sudden it doesn't matter. It can make you happy for a little bit, but it's not going to keep you happy. It's not going to give you joy. It's not going to make you feel fulfilled. That's the only thing that God can do. That's only something that God can do, is make you feel fulfilled and make sure that you're not, getting all your joy and pleasure from these worldly things, because at the end of the day, they don't matter. And as long as you know that, God will have no problem blessing you, as long as you know that no matter what he gives you, you're not going to leave him. And as long as you know that if he does give you these things, you're not going to say, oh, I did it. It was God. That's why I'm always very open with saying, God did this. I did not do this, guys. Anything that you're seeing right now, the money, the car, does not matter. I know I put in the work, but at the end of the day, it was God who did it for me. How did your parents react to you guys making money online? So my parents is one of the biggest blessings I have in my life. They've always supported me with everything that I do. They saw how passionate I was about it. When I was 15 years old and I was like getting into trading, they saw how passionate I was about it. My dad, he gave me like $700 to trade with, literally like a week into trading. I did demo for like a week on Forex, and he gave me $700 to trade with, completely blew it. He saw how down, like, in the dumps I was after that. He gave me another $500 to trade with, completely blew it. He gave me a little, like more than $1,000, and I completely blew it, but he didn't care. He just saw how passionate I was about it. He had no problem blessing me with more. And so down the line, I was able to pay him back with that. Obviously, like with crypto, he gave me like $700 or something. I turned it into like 4,000. But at the end of the day, my parents are like one of the biggest blessings that I have in my life. My mom and my dad, they've always been supportive of what I want to do. They never doubted me. They always knew that I believed in myself, and so if I believed in myself, they knew they could believe in me, and that's a big thing for me. I think if I didn't have my parents to help me throughout this entire journey, I probably would not be here today. And that's like one of the biggest blessings, because I hear a lot of people who have unsupportive parents who don't help them with their dreams of trading. That's very tough, and I don't know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to be doubted by other people, but not by my parents, because that's a different story. But yeah, my biggest blessing by far in this journey has been my parents, because they've helped me so much. They've always believed me. They've always supported me. When I felt like quitting, they pushed me to keep going. And you know, that's just something that you can't really be thankful for enough, is my parents being helpful in this journey and just always being there for me. So that's pretty much all the questions we have. There's a lot of questions, but to be honest, those I think were the best ones. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It might be a little bit of a longer video, but that's cool. The last couple of videos, you guys have been showing a lot of support, so I really appreciate that. Also, the waitlist for the Inner Circle is in the description of this video. The Inner Circle is officially live. The waitlist for the Inner Circle is officially live, so you guys can go ahead, sign up below. That's going to be my mentorship, where I do one-on-one calls. I do group calls with everybody. I teach you guys literally A to Z. I give you guys a blueprint of everything that you need to know to be trading, to be able to see progress, things like that. So if you guys want to join that, the link is in the description for the waitlist. Also, my Instagram. I'm the most active on Instagram out of any other social media. So if you guys are looking to see me more, you know, I have stories that I post a lot, reels that I post a lot. Instagram is where I'm the most active. Again, I appreciate you guys for always showing support on the YouTube videos. The comments on the last video, they really touched my heart. I appreciate it. I was able to help you guys with anything that you were going through, and you know, just be able to talk to you guys like one of your boys. But yeah, oh my god. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll be seeing you guys soon.